Hey, y'all. You found the Fishing Business Podcast. I'm Angie Thompson. Glad you're here. Quick tip for you today. If you don't have a lot of time, this is a good one for you today. I get a lot of questions from people, and I get a lot of mail from you all who say, how do I get started? How can I get my foot in the door of the fishing industry, whether it's for a job or to get sponsorship or whatever your goals are? How do I get my foot in the door if I don't know anybody? Well, I thought about that a lot. And it reminds me of a podcast episode I did with Jeff Kolodzinski. Everybody knows Jeff Kolodzinski as Kolo, and he's the brand manager at Humminbird Minn Kota. Kolo has the greatest attitude. If you haven't listened to that episode, please go back and listen to it, because he has so much practical, actionable advice for people. And the joy and blessing of spending time with Kolo is his optimism and positive energy just oozes out of him, and you can't help but be affected by it. But we talked about what happens if you want to get into this world and you have no contacts. For Kolo, no contacts, no problem.
There are direct contacts and indirect contacts. The indirect ones, I'd watch YouTube and I'd watch social media. There are some great communicators in the sport of fishing. And I know your mentor and a guy I dearly love, Jerry McInnes, is one of the people that I call the pillars of our industry. You know, the Al Linders, Hank Parkers, Jimmy Houstons, and the McInnes of the world. They started that. And, there are a lot of people that you can watch and get better by watching them. And then there's some direct people. Your local bass club is a great place to start. Your local fishing club, your local conservation club. The CCA, if you're around saltwater, is a great place to find like-minded people that care about our resources, and it will help you take steps throughout the industry. I think, I talked about my retail roots. Boy, that's an easy way to do it. And I think one of the sort of baked-in ways somebody could become quickly involved in the industry is to be a good ambassador for a brand. And man, it's hard to say what that looks like, because there's a lot of people that say, I would love to get a free something or other. But if you can put the product in real use in areas where people can see it and appreciate it, then you're actually doing well by your manufacturers. The reality is, I, as a brand manager, I'm an investment broker. I can buy a print ad, I can buy a television show, I can buy a pro staff member. But if I think that we're going to get a better value by sponsoring somebody with some product, and it's just product, it may be cash or not product, I'm making an educated guess that this person is going to bring an authenticity to the product that I can't otherwise find in a print ad or a television show or whatever else. So one thing I would also say is, even if you just get product as your first start or your ultimate piece, be grateful for that and know that you've got to work that off for somebody who chose to invest in you, because they could easily have done that investment with someone else or in some other direction. So I always look at, if you can get a pack of hooks, help them out, tell the story, but do it in a way that's legitimate, it's authentic, and people that appreciate. It's not go buy this hook, because nobody cares about that. But if you can figure out, if you're smart enough to figure out where that package of hooks is really dialed in, and you articulate that, that's the way to do it. And as long as you help people, honestly, really catch more fish, and that's almost a cliche, if you help them figure it out and have better memories and catch a bunch of fish, you're on the right track.
All right. If you haven't listened to that entire episode, like I said before, please go back and listen to it, because Kolo is just so awesome and amazing. And like I said, his attitude, you can't help but smile when you talk to Kolo, and it's well worth your time to listen to him. Even if you've already listened to it, go listen to it again. He will make your day, I'm sure, and hopefully change your mindset to be more positive and to radiate that optimism like he does. That's a great way to go about your day. All right. Thanks for spending just a few minutes of your wild and precious life with us here on the Fishing Business Podcast. See you next time, y'all.